I don't use online marketplaces anymore, not after what happened. Because sometimes the person you're meeting isn't selling anything. About a year ago, I was looking for a used camera, a decent one, something I could afford. New ones were way too expensive, so I checked online listings. After a few days, I found one. Great condition, low price, recently posted. The seller's name was Daniel. He replied almost instantly. Said I could come pick it up that same evening. That should have been my first warning. Most people take time to respond, but Daniel seemed eager. The address was about 15 minutes away, a quiet neighborhood, too quiet. No cars outside, no lights on nearby houses. When I pulled up, I noticed the front door was already open, not wide, just enough, like someone was expecting me. I knocked anyway. A few seconds later, a man appeared, mid-40s maybe. He smiled, too quickly. "You're here for the camera?" he asked. I nodded. He stepped aside and let me in. The first thing I noticed was how empty the house was. No furniture, no decorations, just bare floors. "Just moved in," he said quickly. Before I even asked, that didn't sit right, because the listing photos showed a fully furnished home. He led me into the living room. The camera was on the floor, not in a box, not protected, just sitting there. I picked it up. It looked real, but the battery was missing. "Do you have the rest of it?" I asked. He smiled again. "Upstairs." I hesitated, then said, "Can you bring it down?" He didn't move. Instead, he said, "You can come get it." That's when something clicked. The door, the empty house, the missing parts. This wasn't a sale. This was a setup. I set the camera down. "I think I'll pass," I said, and turned toward the door. He stepped in front of me, not aggressively, just enough. "You came all this way," he said. "You should at least see it." His tone was different now, flat, almost rehearsed. Then I heard something. Upstairs, a faint creak. Someone else was there. I forced a smile. Actually, I forgot something in my car. He stared at me for a long second, then stepped aside. I didn't walk. I didn't run. I just moved fast enough not to seem suspicious. Got in my car, locked the doors, and drove. As I pulled away, I saw him in the mirror, standing in the doorway, watching. I reported it later that night, gave them the address, the listing, everything. The police called me back the next day. That house had been empty for over 6 months, and the listing, it was gone. But that's not the worst part. They found something inside, upstairs. Another camera pointed at the front door.